everything.
You know, probably come back to the cantina scene. So.
Oh
Okay, so
wait! Before we even.
Oh yeah, we got to do the destiny points and
oh,
stuff.
yep,
All
great,
right,
yeah.
so we have our.
Black. You mean the dark side points? How many dark side points
Yeah, how
we're
many
gonna
dark
get?
side
Yeah, see
points
how
we're
many
gonna
dark
start
side
with?
points we get here. Let's see here.
Yeah, so we got
Thanks.
two.
One so far.
Oh my gosh! So we
But
got
we
two, one each for me and Kason for the light side Paragon thing.
yeah, yay for that.
Oh, and I gotta do my this thing here. All right. Oh.
So Caleb's not joining us though.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything from him. He hasn't. He watches Discord just as much as I do. I think.
Yes, he's not. Maybe he's not really into the game anymore.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
He's more than welcome to join us whenever he wants to.
Yeah, we can always easily slide him back into the campaign.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's kind of like Blaine. Just kind of here, there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Dad, you want to go ahead and roll for Destiny?
All right, I'm going to use Kill with Kindness on Gabe to remove one setback.
You want me to add a setback to your roll just to remove it again?
I'm going to remove it if you do. All right, here we go.
Dark side point counts as a setback, right?
There it is. There it is.
Dark side point number 2.
There it is again.
Thank you.
Come on, Gabe. It's time for your dark side point now. Jeez.
I know, right?
We're gonna get something else.
Let's see. Nope. Dang it.
Jeez.
I let that thing roll for a long time too.
We're getting very close. Usually, when these kind of things happen, when I'm role playing, I will throw away dice, and I'm going to throw away.
See, there we go. See, finally, the very next roll is 2 light side. Look at that.
Oh man!
And you just wasted it.
Just wasted it on that roll, that play roll.
I was about to say the GM's using loaded die. We need
throwing those dice away. Throwing them away.
Totally using loaded die. Yep, just for the halibut.
For the halibut.
Yep.
For the halibut.
The halibut. The halibut.
Remember, he's streaming.
Yeah. Yep. Streaming.
Okay, well, I'm schmoozing. What's his name?
It's Dota. Dota is his name.
Dota. I'm schmoozing Dota. He might have. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna have any information about what was that opposing force that was chasing us, Black Sun, or do we even know about that, or do we know about that?
Well, you do know.
The Black Sun was hired. Is that what we know?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We're here to meet Corbo. Sorry. Crick told you that Corbo was here to meet meet with the Black Sun to pick up a shipment of spice to deliver to the Inner Rim. So that was all that Crick was able to kind of get, all the information Crick was able to get for you. So, you're aware that, excuse me, my goodness, you're aware that that's why Corbo's here. So you do have that piece of information.
Okay.
So,
all right. I am going to buy Dota. Is that her name? Dota. I'm going to buy Dota dinner. Yeah. And say, help yourself, enjoy, eat up, fix my ship fast you can, and I'll excuse myself because I'm going to go talk to Garen.
So now, did you say you asked him about the Black Sun, or?
No, I wasn't gonna.
Oh,
Nope.
you weren't gonna breach that. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Not yet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go talk to Garen, who's sitting there.
All right. Yeah. And Garen is, he's got a drink in front of him, but he's not taking in any sips of it. He's just kind of he's picked it up every now and again and kind of swirled it and all that kind of stuff, and just kind of trying to maintain a low profile at the end of the bar.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna talk to Garen and tell him about the brand I saw on the side of the building of the traders building that Dota pointed out to me, and say we should probably snoop around there.
You think it's worthwhile checking into?
I do, because I saw one of our sigils, and that means it's either a safe place to communicate or a safe place for trading. So I think we need to see what is going on there. Maybe we could ask about Black Sun activities, or what's his name? The guy we're looking for?
Corvo Raz.
Corvo, or we can ask about Corvo Raz there,
Alright.
because he is a smuggler and a trader too. So
Okay.
they would know probably.
Well, and Garen, as you're kind of talking to him, and you're close because you're trying to stay, kind of keep a
Yep.
lower tone. And Garen, he's kind of nodding as he listens, and then you see his eyes. You see he kind of like, almost kind of what do you call it? Kind of not quite a grimace, but almost like kind of a squint, so to speak.
Mm.
And he he says, "All right, well, we can go check it out, but are you sure you're in good condition to go go investigating right now? You're there's a lot of alcohol in your breath."
I'm fine, she says, and then and like in a long drawn out kind of a, what's the word? What's the word? Buzzed sound. I've done this 100 times.
And as you go 100 and you breathe out the H, he kind of, like he doesn't make the noise, but he kind of turns his face a little bit, like, wow, that's a strong smell. And he says, "All right, if you're confident,
let's go check this out. Oh, and by the way, you ordered that drink, so go ahead and finish it first, so we don't draw any suspicion of you just putting a drink down. People are watching, probably." She smiles as she walks away.
Garen kind of looks her. He picks up the cup. He kind of looks around, doesn't see anybody specifically looking at him, and he kind of nonchalantly pours it over the backside of the bar, like into the floor on the barkeeper's side, and then puts the cup down on the counter and quickly turns and walks away from the bar. And so the two. So Faye follows Garen out, or Garen follows Faye out of the canteen.
Yeah.
So we're on the move then, headed to the off-world traders office. Then I'm assuming.
Yes, and when we get outside, I will try to contact Kai on the radio.
Okay.
On my radio thing, and let him know that we are heading towards the traders, and that's it. No other information. So anybody could just be saying anything. We're like, Kai, we're going to the traders.
Wait, Gabe just poured the alcohol, just spilled it all over the.
He poured it behind the behind the bar a little bit,
kind of back
in the corner,
kind of back here,
in the corner. And I doubt anyone would notice of it, since he was already in a corner.
He just, that's destruction of property. That's vandalism right there. He just got himself some conflict points.
What the heck?
It's not my money. If Faye
You're
was
just looking-
trading in it or
You're
they're doing
just,
something, then
you're
there'd
just
be a
looking
problem.
for any and every excuse to throw conflict points at me.
That would be a conflict.
I thought that would be hilarious.
That's funny. All right. So.
Hey, that other thing was like you trying to get into a fight with this. Although even then, we kind of just messed up on that anyways because they both would have been down.
Subtly reminded of the dewback smell as I walk out the bar.
Oh yeah, yeah. Your stomach turns just a little bit as the combination of the harshness of the alcohol on your stomach, along with the scent of dewbacks wafting over the fence from their holding area.
Are they just in a holding pen, or are people riding them?
It's stables. It's a holding area, so they're just
so
out
no
kind
one's
of
riding
roaming.
them or training them or anything like that.
Not really. No, not at the moment.
Okay.
So you guys just left the cantina now?
Yep, we just walked out the door of the canteen.
So where would my guy be at this point then, Gabe?
You stepped out of the bounty office. I'm trying to think, because we would have been your interaction at the bounty office wouldn't have been very long. Just long enough to basically.
I got there about the same time as you guys got into the cantina.
So we stopped in.
We were in the cantina for probably a good half hour, 45.
I was gonna say because I know, Faye was kind of,
we had to drink, we had to talk, and we had to. He was halfway through his dinner, and I said, have more.
So for that half hour,
I can take that money off my money if you need me to.
So half an hour of tracking the tracking fob where that have left me, or led me.
How much was that? Was the dinner? And
we'll say. I mean, we'll say it's about 15 credits, everything all together. So just to keep it simple. All right. So sorry, Kason. What did you say about the tracking fob?
All right.
So where would the tracking fob have led me to? Where would I be now in a half an hour, basically?
He's tracking his prey.
Half an hour from the office.
So you would. Oh man, because it's not. I'm trying to look at the scale of things, and it's not much. Half an hour. The tracking fob is given that well, for one, as you bring up the fob, from its indicators, you see that the target's really not that far away, actually. And it's starting to lead you northward, and I'd say in about 30 minutes, you'd be at it. It would have led you to Landing Bay Besh. So, and
Landing Bay Besh.
The signal here is very strong. All right.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Okay.
Gotta get my tea.
I guess.
So does that thing track his bounty? How does it track his bounty? Because is she plugged with something, or?
So from what I understand, basically the tracking fob is low. What was it? There's a. Let me look it up real quick. It tracks using biometric data entered by whoever
Whoever they're looking
whoever
for?
took out the bounty, essentially.
Oh.
So
Okay, sorry about that.
it's okay. Hang on. Dad asked how the tracking fob works. Tracking fob.
So think of it as you have your identification with you at all times, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a chain code. Your identification is a chain code, and so anytime, when you have your chain code with you, it's basically an identification device. So that lets everybody know where you are, basically.
Yeah, but what if they're using a different?
Who you are,
or you can't fake a chain code, basically.
Your chain code is kind of like it's almost like your DNA.
Kind of.
Oh.
Because what it says is here. This is what it says, right? So
that's how prison works in Star Wars, basically. You have a chain code.
So bounty hunters who took on assignments gained access to their target's chain code, an identification marker that described certain biographical information. This code drove the parameters of tracking fobs, which were attuned to this biometric data. It took an experienced hunter capable of networking for information and stalking prey to fully utilize a tracking fob. So there you go.
Interesting. So there's nothing they can do about it. Bounty hunters will always be able to track. That's why bounty hunters are so prevalent in Star Wars, because it's pretty easy work.
It is a short range. It's a short range tracking, so it's not like you can't just.
Oh.
So you still have to rely on like contacts and kind of sort of quote unquote APBs and or ABPs, or whatever that APBs and that kind of thing. So you still need to be able to you still need to be able to track in that regard.
Okay.
To basically to get to a planet and even technically kind of a city. I'd have to look. The information's pretty vague.
And the bounty office must be like a information highway of those chain things then, man.
More or less, yeah. So that's
they must have spies everywhere, just looking at current location, last location.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. It's a big information kind of a thing. It's
and big information network.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I mean, it's it's the Bounty Hunters Guild, which is it's an organization that's galaxy wide. So
right.
But yeah. All right. So yes, in the 30 minutes that we've been kind of.
So this would have taken. So I would have gone like a 5 to 10 minute walk here.
Oh yeah, you would have
landing bay.
Right. Yeah. So as you come to landing bay, Besh, I'm gonna bust something out here because I'm just gonna scoot your character back a tad.
Yeah, because that would have taken me like 5 to 10 minutes to get there. Whew. Oh damn, we fancy now.
All right.
So fancy.
What? Oh, look at that.
Uncle C's like, my Cantina experience wasn't 3D.
That's cool.
So, yeah, I'm gonna lock some layers down here because otherwise things can get messy.
Right.
Because and this thing was a pain in the butt to get put together. I had to try a few different things, but yes. So it's actually there were 3 different maps for this this landing bay thing, and I decided to actually kind of for the 3 different levels, but to kind of technically 2 levels and a roof, but so we can even oops, not that one. Sugar.
So ships land in the center? Is that a big pad for ships?
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is. So we can actually remove the roof if we need to. And,
okay.
Kind of go from there. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Was a challenge to get it all put together, but thankfully made it work.
And you said challenge accepted.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So,
that's pretty cool.
But yeah, there we go. So,
cool.
You approach. Yeah, there you go. Go ahead. You approach the landing bay, and you're the fob is blinking like crazy. Essentially, it's indicating that Jonna just Jonna's watching. She just commented, she's like, "Oh, y'all fancy." But yeah.
Oh yeah, your boyfriend is Mr. Fancy Pants over here.
Hi, Jana.
So yeah. So you approach the landing bay, and like I said, the tracking fob is very very. It's indicating that your target is extremely close. So the question is, how are you going to approach?
I got my. I'm gonna put the tracking fob away and have my gun out in my hands.
Okay.
and
Now, as far as how to move
I'm just
through,
gonna approach and slowly go through
the level,
into the
Kason.
area.
Okay, you're gonna walk straight on inside.
Yep,
Okay. Give me just a
right about
second.
here, and just take a look around.
It's a trap.
as you move forward into the area. Let me see here. Let me make sure I got the scaling right. Actually, this is gonna be your figure's gonna be a bit smaller. Yeah, that's about right.
Good, it makes my character a smaller target. Harder to hit.
Let's see. What's I gonna do here?
If there's any enemies, make them big so it's easy to hit them.
And this needs to get shrunk down. So, as you enter the